Hello world. Today is Thursday, July 16th. It's 10:59 a.m. and this is another vlog, a 10-minute raw unedited talk about what is top of mind. I am in Phuket, Thailand. I just woke up, did meditation, had a free coffee and cookie. 6-phase meditation, by the way. Then I had some water, shaved. Now I'm getting ready, and I was about to leave to go to the cafe to start the day working. And I just thought I need to vlog today early so that I don't forget. The really valuable thing about vlogging or public journaling like this, it allows you to explore a lot of different ideas, and then you can see what you really like, what gives you energy, and then you can go and move in that direction. So it's so important to default to action and just do things, and then look back on what you have done, and then you have feedback. So I didn't go to Muay Thai today. I went yesterday, and it was really good, but I think I really value working out every day, 5 days a week, work out intense, at least an hour. Today I don't know if I'm dialed in with this program. So anyway, back to what is the most important thing that I thought about or realized. One of them, digging deep into Steve Jobs, what he talked about, and really understanding and unpacking this, the concept of the bicycle for the mind. It's very clear what the human brain does. We are a little computer, and it can only compute so much, but it can use tools like the bicycle, analogous to the bicycle, to increase its ability to navigate around the world. So digging deep and exploring this concept in depth through writing and research is super valuable. And by the way, I like blogging, writing about technical topics, and writing about what I'm doing, the reasons why, and unpacking of that is really critical. So going back to Steve Jobs, the idea of a computer, you really have to understand how he was able to champion the cause of a personal computer, and because nobody really saw any economic value in there, any use for computers. They just thought it would be for scientists to calculate building dimensions or something like that, engineers. But he went from this is a scientific engineering tool to this is a tool that every human being has. It's a quantum leap, and only possible in America. No other country would be able to think of this way, because they would just be oh, I'm just, and maybe this goes back to the innovation in the U.S. of people owning land, and then before 1776, only kings owned land, and then here's a country where the individuals, it's a collective of individuals that have property, and then the property register became this trust layer that allowed all of this to happen. So perhaps now with crypto, people can own crypto and take out loans against that, and grow their business, grow their wealth through this way. And So Steve Jobs came and really was the originator of this idea of personal computing as a lifestyle. Now it's obvious you cannot really function without a computer, and it's like I discovered this when I first got a MacBook Air, and I was like, holy crap, my life has been like saved. It was akin to a religious experience. It cured me of like a depression, like a sadness, and I got this MacBook Air, and it was like 2015. That thing just like changed my life. So one of the great tragedies is that I was so late. I was already like 24 or 20. Yeah, I was like, and I like completely slept on like Steve Jobs when I was like a teenager. I didn't see any of like the iPhone, iPod announcements. I was very like anti anything that's trending, anything that's good. I wanted to be avoid it. So that was a mistake. So anyway, going back to the bicycle of the mind, like, yeah. So what is it about that MacBook Air that stood out from any other laptop? Like other laptops, they don't have this coherence. They don't have this focus on improvement. They're kind of like they have this feel like they're just kind of put together, and no one really thought about it and sat with all the decisions, and that stems out of like the computer science perspective of making things as simple as possible in order for the code to be efficient, maintainable, and with reducing things, they work better, and it's like finding out clarity. So that's what like Steve Wozniak was really about. He was well known for like reducing the number of chips required on a circuit board and optimizing code. So the same thing like is done in like the design of it. You really think about what it does. So I believe strongly in like having this discipline of creating content, blog posts, thoughts, thinking about what does it mean to have like a good app. What is a good application of AI? How can we augment ourselves with software, with technology, in order to have that bicycle of the mind? So the bicycle of the mind, a human being can create this tool, a bicycle, and then it can increase its output of calorie per energy output. Before, it's just like running. But now it can burn less calories, and get faster and farther travel. So likewise, we can think less but have a greater result through use of computers. And so now with Lumi, so I'm like all about now focusing on really defining what my purpose is, and I really see myself as a student, follower, like implementing this. Like the clarity that Steve Jobs has is not matched. I believe like Nikola Tesla and Steve Jobs are like the two people that really understand, like that I really resonate with as people that are innovators, scientists, engineers, inventors that helped humankind push forward. And this is like a spiritual, like lifestyle kind of way of being that I strongly identify with, and that I strongly desire to be continuing. So Tesla was all about visualization, frequency. Steve Jobs was all about improvement, refining, and like using your app, building something that is helping humanity have this bicycle for the mind that allows us to do more, be more. So ending it here, it's already 10 minutes. As always, ending it with a couple seconds sending peace and love to you, as every thought that we have has an impact on the world. And practice sending out love and peace. Thank you. Peace.